Hello and welcome to FPL Animate. My name is Oded. Until the 96 minutes of the Manchester United Brighton game, the green arrow looked so bright. But a minute after, the red arrow stepped in a cruel way and dropped me again in rank. It was a sad end for my team this game week. We started pretty good and got worse from there. Sanchez and Cucurella did manage to keep one clean sheet against Watford, but one mistake in the second half of the Manchester United game by Bissouma and another one by Dank a minute after left them with almost no points in the second game. For me, Bruno goal was a little bit of a heartbreak because my team already struggled with Manchester City player who didn't play at all in my team and without any striker giving me any kind of return second week in a row. Surprisingly, I was doing well still until the game of Manchester United against Brighton. I decided to give the captain shield to Alexander-Arnold because it seemed that from all of my players he will keep this clean sheet and get some returns against the bottom team like Burnley. Luckily Liverpool didn't concede in this game, but no extra bonus points for him, so it was an okay choice for the player I had this week. Crystal Palace players keep disappointing me and everyone else who thought that their easy fixture will provide big points, but Gallagher and Edouard didn't manage to get anything against a team like Brentford, and I wasted another -4 hit for nothing to bring Gallagher over Gray. Bowen was originally on my bench for this game week, so the only lucky thing, if you can call that my Manchester City player didn't play, so he came off the bench and left no doubt that he should always start on my team with 2 returns against Leicester. Madison had one as well, and the strikers was just awful. Can't wait for game week 28 to use my wild card and take only one playing forward and place my money somewhere else from now on. On the bench, I didn't add any options with 3 Arsenal players who I kept for game week 26 and Laporte who didn't play at all. So you can say that I played with only 9 players this week and almost got the green arrow, but 54 points wasn't enough and double game week 26 will be crucial for me now to get a massive green arrow and finally see some real progress in my overall rank. As for my transfers, you can call me the -4 it man. Because every game week I attempted to get an extra player and every week this player doesn't give me anything. You think I should learn by now. But for this game week it's quite necessary because I don't have the funds to move Salah in for De Bruyne. And even though everyone will bring Salah in, there is no way he won't be part of my team for the upcoming double game week for Liverpool. So I needed to take a hit and transfer another player, and that player was Madison, who will probably get back in on my wild card in game week 28. For now I need to get him out to fund the move for Salah and bring Ward-Prowse for the first time this season into my team. He fit perfectly to my budget and he is not a bad option at all these days. In his last 8 league games he got 8 returns. Southampton is going to play Everton next at home, a team that usually don't keep a clean sheet too often. He is on all set pieces, including the penalties, and got great fixtures from now on. With only 4% ownership, he may shift my team into the right direction and can produce big points for me. So this is my team for double game week 26 and I'm expecting not less than 100 points. We will start with Ramsdale, who got double game week against team that score is not in their playbook, each one with their own reason. Brentford scored this season only 26 goals, only 7 teams scored less than them. And with Tony doubtful for this game week after missing the previous 2, it is safe to say that Brentford will have a hard time to score against Arsenal away. As for Wolves, they are starting to score more as this season go along, but they are most famous about their defensive skills. So there's potentially a strong possibility for a 2 clean sheet for Ramsdale here. Alexander-Arnold will obviously keep his place for his double game week against Norwich and Leeds. The defender played better at home in terms of expected assists and goals, and there is no better option for a clean sheet than Norwich and Leeds right now. In the previous matches, Liverpool won against both of those teams away and kept their clean sheet. No reason why it won't happen again. There's a slight concern that with Liverpool fixtures in the League, Champions League and the EFL Cup against Chelsea, that some key player will get some rest, mainly against Norwich, but again I don't think Alexander-Arnold will be one of them, and it is a strong possibility for me to get the captaincy shield. Laporte, who set out last game week, should be back for the game against Spurs at home. I have a feeling that Spurs will score in this one, but there is also a chance that Laporte scores as well from a set piece, so it's a minor risk that can come up in a big way. Tierney will be back to my starting 11 as well after a long rest. He's one of my favorite left defenders, and with his double game week Arsenal have, he has as much chance as Ramsdale to keep at least one clean sheet, and he'll also get some attacking return as well, especially against Brentford. Arsenal will want to revenge the loss against Brentford in game week 1. They are both complete different teams from where they start this season, and I do see Arsenal dominate this game. Against Wolves, I will settle with a scoreless draw. And the final defender will be Cucurella. He and Brighton will face Burnley at home. Many factors should come to consideration if Brighton will be able to keep a clean sheet against Burnley. Dunk red carded in the game against United left them without him for this game. How much will that affect Brighton defense? Will Weghorst will play against them or not? There is a good chance of a clean sheet here as well, but it will be an open game as well. Both teams not afraid to attack and push hard forward, so I'm hoping Brighton will lock their goal and gain those points. Salah, over 50% own him by now and will be much higher until the deadline. 99% of the people who own him will captain him as well. Most of them will use the triple captain because you won't find any other player with features like this until the end of the season. So this is the perfect time to use this chip. Bowen is massively owned as well, and it's no surprise facing Newcastle next at home. The amount of defenders in Newcastle that are flagged right now are massive. So for now, no one can guess who will play in defense for Newcastle, who looked better the past few games. But for this game there are some real problems, and if it was any other week, Bowen for sure would get the captaincy. Saka as well was safe for this game week. He as well suffered from minor injuries, so that long rest must did him some good, and Brentford next can be a good chance for him to get some returns. And finally Ward-Prowse, as I said before, he is in form, take all the set pieces, play at home against one of the worst defense in the league, so I give him the spot to start in my team because I got the feeling that a lot of goals will fall in this game. And up front I got Adirad for double game week against Chelsea and Watford. He is a rotation risk, especially after his poor performance against Brentford, but he should get his minutes for sure in both games. He is still the best striker Palace have, and just hope he managed to get some kind of return at least against Watford away. Firmino got his double game week as well. He is the only one I concerned about playing only one game out of the two. Brought him when Salah and Mane was in AFCON, thinking that this is his chance to shine. But in 3 games so far he got only 1 return and didn't do much other than that. So for me, he is the biggest differential or punt in my team right now. Any attacking return from him will boost my ranks, no matter what. Just hope he get to play both games. As for my bench, in any other game week all of those players will definitely start in my team. I really attempt to use the bench boost chip and save the triple captain for later, but then I ask myself which player will have a better double game week than Salah or Trent in this week that I can consider placing the triple captain on him. And the way Gallagher and Watkins play in the recent games, I'm not sure they will even get an attacking return. Gallagher of course will play only once and had 1 return since game week 12. Watkins can be replaced by Ings due to his poor performance in the last 5 game weeks, and I can always bench Butch on double game week 36. If my players on my bench had double game week as well, I wouldn't think twice. So this is how my team look like for the upcoming game week. For now the captaincy go to Alexander-Arnold just because I need to think different and take more risk if I want to move up the rank. On the other hand, Salah scare me, and if I triple captain him I can move forward from the people who use the chip already. And maybe one of them or even both will get a rest against Norwich or Leeds. I don't think it will happen, but there is always a chance. So I need to make the right call, I just don't know yet which call is the right one. And that's about it. Thank you for watching my video. Do subscribe to my channel and give this video a big like. Not easy to make those videos on a weekly basis, so appreciate the effort and show me some like. Goodbye for now and good luck to all.